You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. Good day, sir. How are you?
Right back at you. You know what? I'm just stumbling around the prairie looking for truth. It's what I do.
Yeah, you do indeed.
It's what I do. Birthdays today. Boy, you know what? This is kind of a nice little lineup here. Buddy Rich. Hey, kids, if you're planning on ever becoming a drummer, find anything by Buddy Rich.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best that ever lived. In fact, he played a high-end club in the Twin Cities years ago, a place called the Hippogriff.
Okay.
And my brother Buddha, who happened to be a busboy there at the time, and also a drummer, he has a Buddy Rich autographed set of drumsticks that Buddy used during that show, and I don't know why I bring that up, other than I think it's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
And speaking of artist, Johnny Mathis, one of my favorite singers. Yeah,
Okay.
Chances are,
Because
I wear a silly grin.
He had like a velvety soft voice, didn't he?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
amazing
amazing.
voice.
Very good.
Again, there was a place called the Carlton Celebrity Room outside Minneapolis years ago. I saw Johnny Mathis with my then wife in concert there about 33 years ago.
Really?
And strangely enough, my daughter's about to turn 32. So
How cool is that?
It was a pretty good show.
Must have been.
Coincidence? No. Barry Williams is 66 today.
Hey, he's from the Brady Bunch.
He's Greg Brady, the oldest
The
brother.
Brady
He's 66 today. Let's see, I love this story a lot. 1846, ether is used as an anesthetic for the first time by a dentist to pull a tooth.
Wow.
As Dr. Billy Morton got it done. Let's see here. Samuel Slocum, 1841, out of Poughkeepsie, New York, patents the stapler. Thank goodness he didn't.
Okay.
Without the stapler, the 1999 film classic Office Space wouldn't have been near as hilarious.
Right.
My stapler.
Yeah, I just...
That's still... You know, they didn't even make that red stapler until that movie?
Well, yeah, it was custom made just for that film, John.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now
it was
it's their best-selling
fantastic.
stapler.
He actually patented, described as this, a machine designed for sticking pins into paper.
Okay.
Wow.
The original description. And it was literally true. And out of the world of sports, 1981, a sad day for me personally because I grew up actually at this stadium watching both the Vikings and the Twins. 1981, Minnesota Twins play their very last game at Met Stadium and also lose to the Royals 5-2. Twins right now in the middle of a 3-game stand with the Astros. They're in the playoffs, so we'll see what happens there.
So, like, are we leading up to the World Series then?
Sure are.
When is that?
After a whopping 60-game season.
When is the World Series? Is that this fall yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering. I didn't know. I'm assuming it's probably...
It always happens in October. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember, only thing I know about the World Series is from Back to the Future 2. The Twins were playing Miami. Or no, not the Twins. The Cubbies were playing Miami.
Yeah, that's not exactly sports, John. That's a movie.
That's the only thing I know about it. And that was in October of
Just so you know,
2015.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. If you are big baseball fans of the World Series this year, I'm thinking it's going to be the Tampa Bay Rays and the L.A. Dodgers.
Really?
For the World Series. That's what I think. Yep. That's just what
You
I
want to
think.
make it interesting?
I know, because I actually just lost a sports bet like not even a week ago, so I'm trying to swear
good.
off that stuff.
Trust me, you'd be far and away better than my guesses.
There you go.
I'm sure you could be making up team names.
Yeah, I am. Hey, I know now. You know, and I mean, we're all smarter for having gone through this
Absolutely.
entire conversation. Let's move on and see what happens.
Sounds great. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
If you take Viagra or Cialis, call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Call 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. Again, that's 800-214-7977.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Top of the morning, need a couple of smiles there. Snappy little salute off the wheel starts. Brim the old Ranger Dan official Ranger cap there. Look at you, Corey, just sitting around. Heidi! Gene. You know, if the world was made out of chicken, you'd be the hot wing. That's forge ahead. We're kind of busy, you know. The old mail stacks up around the old Ranger Dan's Fortress of Ranger 2, and every now and again we like to just reach in and grab a little correspondence here, see what's going on. It says here, Ranger Dan, love your show. All things Critter Corner, absolutely phenomenal. You, sir, are a national treasure.
Wow, praise.
My wife considers you ruggedly handsome. Well, I
Nice.
Oh,
So does mine.
Dear Ranger Dan, I'm planning my very first South Dakota pheasant hunt. Be fun getting together with a group of friends of mine that have been doing it for a number of years, but I'm pretty much brand new on it, and I don't want to embarrass myself in front of them. I don't even own a gun, and that's why I'm writing. I don't have any firearms. What do you know about them? And for a beginner, what kind of gun do you think I should get there, Ranger Dan? Go out into the fields with my buddies. I'm a 37-year-old male, and pretty much honor anything you got to say. Signed, your biggest fan, Theodore Lindquist.
oh, nice.
Appreciate that letter there, Theodore. Can I call you Ted? Sure I can. Ted, Theo, here's the deal. You know, most pheasant hunters use the old tried and true 12 or 20 gauge situations, usually a semi-automatic, maybe a pump action.
Yeah.
Some may prefer the old double barrel, especially in the 20 gauge. That can either be an over-under barrel or side-by-side barrel. And keep in mind there, Teddy, that those people secretly think they're better than you. Now, in your instance, seeing how you're a first-timer, you really don't want something too big, too nasty, something that's cumbersome out in the field there, and you're going to need something that gives you a bit of an edge. So I'd like to introduce you to a little thing from the Mossberg company called the Shockwave. Mossberg, this is 12-gauge shotgun. It's the 590 Shockwave SPX. It's under $500. We'll get to pricing more in just a minute here, but keep in mind your standard issue 12-gauge shotgun go anywhere from about 28, 30 inches long. This Mossberg beauty, because it's got a sawed-down stock and a barrel, runs at about 2 feet. Now, according to South Dakota law, and my friends, the brown shirts, the old GF&P, it is legal to have actually 3 shells in your gun at a time, 1 chambered, the other 2 standing by just in case you miss. You are a first-timer. This Mossberg Shockwave holds 1 in the chamber and then 5 standing by ready to go. That
boy.
doubles your opportunity to take down a
Right.
bird. I got to tell you what, in your situation, first time those birds flush up, they're going everywhere. When in doubt, empty out.
Wow.
Oh, because who's counting anyway? Am I right there, Freddie? I think you know what I'm talking about. And you know, this is kind of a double duty situation, because here's a situation. If you've never been out before and you're going with a group of guys who certainly have done the South Dakota pheasant hunt before, the odds are pretty darn good that sometime after that hunt, you're going to find yourself in either a gentleman's club or a casino, and most likely both. Well, those things aren't cheap, and the fact of the matter is you're going to have 1 or 4 too many, and you're going to blow all your money. But this little Mossberg, at only about 2 feet in length, that straps handily under your coat.
No.
And rest assured, you can leave that facility with at least enough money for gasoline. That's the time we have. I hope you learned something here, little Radio Rangers. I know I did. Until next time, this is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Nobody wants to buy car insurance. It's not a fun thing to think about, but it's something you need if you want to drive your car. So even if you don't want to buy insurance, you probably have to get it from someone. So why not buy it from InsuranceChicken.com? Okay, I'll admit, our website name is dumb. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, our marketing department is not that great. But our selection of insurance options is amazing. See if we can save you money each month on our dumb website, InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by Lukewarm Tap Water.
Tap water.
Extra tappy.
It's extra tappy. You know, I was not even gonna go there, but so many people have been talking about it. Young lady used to anchor the morning news on KSFY for a long time. Cammie, along with Sean Cable, who I've known for years. They work for a great company, great television, and they have stations like a lot of conglomerates do all over the country. And last year made a move down to, was it Carolina? Yeah, wherever.
One of the Carolinas.
Yeah, WIS TV does the Sunshine morning show down there. Cool. In fact, what you may or may not know, while Cammie and Sean hosted the morning show on KSFY, they became a thing.
Couple, yeah.
And a few months later, Sean actually cleaned his desk and followed her down there.
Yeah,
well, apparently,
I'm happy for them.
She's originally out of North Dakota.
Yeah.
But she was visiting Sioux Falls here over the weekend.
Yeah.
And got into a little altercation.
Scuffle.
Sunday afternoon. Apparently there was a political argument, and Cammie slammed a guy in the head with a beer bottle.
Whoa.
It's not good for him.
And was actually taken into custody Sunday afternoon, charged with aggravated assault.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Now,
it's bizarre.
This is the only reason I bring this up.
It's been all over social media, but...
Well, a couple of things. Number one, I've been in media for almost 40 years now.
Yeah.
And I've had the pleasure, and I've made good friends in radio and television, whatever.
Yeah.
TV people are insane. Now, just saying, when it comes to broadcast entities, if you are partying with a television talent,
you better,
chances are there's going to be problems. If you go with radio people, we tend to be a little more clever.
The TV folks, you better be able to hold your liquor. Just saying.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy. But the source I'm reading this from is out of Columbia, South Carolina, which is where Cammie is an anchor now.
Oh, so they got this in the news down there?
This story is filed by the station she works for, WIS-TV. So your immediate reaction is, this is your employer.
Yeah.
Right.
You're out of state. You're arrested for aggravated assault. But I got to admit, you know what? Cammie, she's a pretty sharp young lady. She's an attractive young lady. She's blonde. She busts some guy in the head with a beer bottle. Those are things I kind of look for in a woman. Let's be honest here.
Dan just maybe fell in love a little bit.
But if I am, because they're wrestling with it right now down in Carolina,
right.
this station, what do we do? Because here's the fact of the matter. If you're just in like some usual run-of-the-mill job, something out of the public eye,
it'd probably be fine.
You are either going to be terminated or you're going to be disciplined or something. To me, the people who run this station are going, this is going to be awesome for ratings.
Yeah, probably is, honestly.
Which is why a lot of celebrities get away with murder.
They've never seen her before, but they're going, wow, I got to see what she looks like now. Does she look like a pro wrestler?
Exactly. Case in point, and this was years ago, different station in this town. Years ago, my goodness, almost 30 years ago. Every now and again,
it was coal-powered.
According to management, I crossed a line.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this.
Once or twice.
So I would get suspended.
Yeah.
But that suspension would be placed in the local newspaper.
Yeah.
Going, hey, management of station, blah, 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 apologizes for moi's behavior.
For lighting the mayor's toupee on fire.
But on the one hand, management was always horribly incorrect.
Yeah.
And number two, it was great for new listenership. If people were not aware of that particular show or mirror or whatever, they'd go, wow, who's this dude, man?
So you're saying we need to get in the news more often?
Well, it's a double-edged sword depending on the situation.
Heidi could break a beer bottle over someone's head.
I
have. It just usually goes under the radar.
My goodness, she's a hobbyist.
She's got so many aliases, they don't even know.
No, but if there is a problem, anger or whatever, I hope Cammie gets any help that she might need. Or maybe it was just a one-off and the guy had it coming. Who knows? But,
well, and you don't know what led up to that. I don't know all the details.
Don't know the rest of the story. Again, it wasn't a subject I was going to broach, but then I started thinking as an industry and how we comport ourselves in public and what happens and why.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting trajectory. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I try to hold myself to a higher standard, Dan.
Uh-huh.
So
how are you doing with that? Good?
I don't break beer bottles over anyone's heads ever.
I don't know. You got to always remind yourself, and I always tried to do that. I mean, kind of learning being in media.
Yeah.
It was difficult for me until I finally realized, wait, I'm still representing this station even when I'm out, in my personal life.
I once attempted to
Because
stab a
people
man
like to
with a
talk.
fork during a political debate in a restaurant.
In all fairness, that wasn't a different. It was in Las
I can
Vegas.
see how
so
it happened.
She was 2 bottles of wine.
But I know the
in.
guy you're talking about.
He deserved
He
to be
probably
stabbed with a
deserved
fork.
it, yeah.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Looking back, maybe I shouldn't have stopped that one. No, Dan, thank you for that report. That is absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, it sure is.
Coming up, we got some good news to get to, and before you know it, we'll have a little entertainment news as well. It's all on the way on the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. The new way is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-659-7805. That's 800-659-7805.
Thank you so much for listening this morning. We've got Jason Sikora from Sikora Remodeling joining us to talk about a really cool event that's coming up this weekend. We've got the Outdoor Living Showcase and the Showcase of Remodeled Homes, both of those happening this weekend. How are you doing, sir?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, you have a home on the showcase this weekend, is that right?
We do. We've got 2 of them on.
And how many homes are there total with every home that people are going to be able to see this weekend?
Yeah, there are 12 projects total. There are 7 showcase of remodeled homes, and there are 5 outdoor living showcase projects. That will happen this weekend, October 3rd and 4th, from noon to 5 both days.
And this is a really cool opportunity. Maybe somebody has a backyard that they just don't know what to do with. By going to the Outdoor Living Showcase, they can kind of see some fun ideas, right?
Absolutely. That's the best part about it, is that you're able to physically come out to other people's homes, walk through them, whether that's an interior remodel project or an exterior outdoor living area, and ask the professionals what they did here, particularly on this project, or, hey, maybe do you have time next week or within a month to reach out to me and come over to my home and take a look at my potential project. So it's just a good day to get out and see some finished product.
And there's a lot of people who, we always love the parade of homes where you get to go out and see the brand new homes, but many people, they don't live in the brand new home. They live in a home that's been there a while, and this is an opportunity to go into other homes that have had the remodeling projects done, and you just get to see some really cool ideas that you could maybe bring home to your place, right?
You're absolutely correct, and that's the fun part about it, is in construction or outdoor landscaping, you need to make a relationship with your customers so they can allow you to come back into their home after a project's already done and let a bunch of, i.e. strangers or people come through that either have questions about their projects or just want to go around and look at different projects that have been done in their neighborhood.
And the thing that's nice, this is something that you can kind of do at your own pace. So it's not like you have to be at a certain house at a certain time. It's just, the whole weekend there's opportunities for people to come and go as they please.
You are correct. It is there's a small fee. It's a $5 fee. That will get you into all 12 projects. You can either show up part of the day on Saturday and part of the day on Sunday, or if you're real ambitious, if you want to bang them all out in one day, feel free. You can spend as much time as you want at one project, or you can scoot from, a remodeling project to a landscaping project, or whatever the case may be. It should be a good weekend for us.
I think so, too. Now, where do I pay that $5? At any home that I go to?
Yes. Any home that you go to, you are able to pay that $5 and get your ticket. That ticket, like I said, is good for you to get into all 12 projects. There are maps on HBASeEmpire.com, and also in the Home Ideas magazines, we'll also have a map of the Sioux Falls and surrounding areas where these projects are going to be located.
Well, Jason, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us about this today, and tell me a little bit about the project that you did. What are we going to be seeing in your homes this weekend?
Yeah, so we at Sikora Remodeling sort of took a different approach this year with COVID and everything going on. We decided to sort of give our customers a break, if you will, and not bother them on a weekend and being in their home physically. So we decided to put on 2 of our larger deck projects. So we will be outside showing off some custom metal railing and composite decking on both of our projects and go from there. So we'll see how that pans out for us.
That's awesome. And what do you do in addition to decks? If people are listening and they're going, oh, hey, I need a deck, that's awesome. But for people that don't need that, what else do you folks do?
Yeah, so Socorro Remodeling strictly focuses on residential remodeling. So really anything to do with the interior or exterior of your home, whether that may be windows and siding or decks, or maybe that's kitchens, bathrooms, basements, that is all we do year-round. So that keeps us plenty busy.
Very, very nice. And if folks would like to see you, they can see you this weekend if they're going on this tour. Or how do they reach out to you otherwise?
Yeah, very simple. Get on to SocorroRemodeling.com and fill out a page or an inquiry page on our website, and that'll get to us, and we'll respond to you and go from there.
That sounds wonderful. I hope a lot of folks come out to see the decks that you did this weekend and all of the other projects as well. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Again, it's all happening this Saturday and this Sunday. I'm going to throw all of the information on our Facebook page to make it easy to find. Facebook.com/Sunny Radio and Facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
If you take Viagra or Cialis, call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Call 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. Again, that's 800-214-7977.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are fabulous. You either love them to pieces, or you hate them. There's no gray area when it comes to these super important people. John, look me in the eye.
Gray area.
John?
I'm in the gray area.
John?
Oh, are you going to mention Carol Baskin?
I'm not saying that yet. You promise me.
Okay.
Promise me. Containment,
I will.
self-control.
I will.
Okay. Well.
Not a fan of Carol Baskin.
It was a crossover of Tiger King and the Lion King during Disney night on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, my.
And in keeping with her feline-themed performances, Carol Baskin performed a samba to the Lion King's hit song, Circle of Life.
Of course she did.
Unfortunately, it was horrible.
Yeah, she's not a good dancer. I saw the
She's
first
been
one.
voted off the island, John.
I thought they would prop her up.
Carol's gone.
Longer.
Well, the judges finally went, hey!
Can't vote this through. Yeah, I saw the first one, and she was horrible.
Somehow I've missed all of these.
The response on social media was all predominantly negative too, so it was was kind of a washout.
Yeah, you can only prop them up so long before it's like, there's...
Plus, her missing in action former husband, his family are now suing her for defamation of character and all kinds of things. Plus, was there some lake involved in this, John?
Yeah.
With a missing body? They're bringing out cadaver dogs. They're going to take one more snort around what they consider to be, if it happened, this is probably where it happened. So this is an ongoing thing, and that's all there is to it. And gosh, I don't know the woman, but I wish her the best. She's out there giving it her all.
Yes,
I wish her the very best as well.
All right, and that's,
I do.
That's all.
And I'm sad that she was voted off the island.
Well, we all are.
I just Googled it to see, and nobody else is very sad that she's... I'm going through, just scrolling through. Everybody seems pretty darn happy that she's gone.
But that's the beauty of celebrities, man. It's an emotional situation, regardless of your feelings for them, and that's how I get pulled in.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Wow, that's hurtful.
Well, there you go. She did her best. That's all any of us can do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, are we done? I was looking at all these videos now. I got to just watch this. I got to watch this little dance. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for keeping it together over there, John. I'm impressed.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
I preoccupied myself while you were doing that. I started working on a list of things I'm not going to say on the radio about Carol Baskin.
Could be that Ritalin drip Heidi hooked up to.
While he's sleeping.
Honestly, she's been trying to get me on that.
I have.
All right.
For years.
Thanks for listening to the John And Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Jobs.
If you have a credit card, our friends at BetterCreditCards.com would like to make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and then see what you get for points and perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money by getting a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can check it out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com. Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Stocks gave up some of the Monday gains on Tuesday as an air of caution set back into the market. As if this week's non-farm payroll report isn't enough to have traders on edge, there are new developments concerning government stimulus and a presidential debate to consider. The first of 3 debates between President Trump and hopeful Joe Biden promises to be memorable, if nothing else. The earnings continue to roll in, although it is still a few weeks until the peak of the third quarter's earnings season. Reports from Micron and IHS Markit, along with new guidance from Big Lots, reinforces the idea that the third quarter earnings are going to be better than expected. With analysts already upping their targets, this is good news for the market indeed. If this trend persists, the S&P 500 will be setting new all-time highs before the end of the year. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.